EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
At the 42-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. Looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
It is good.
Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Titans nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets it up past the 35. Now, these two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But when that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City.
A gain of a yard.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the point of attack carrier.
On second down, it's Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought him down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Finally be taken down at the Titans' 19-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And goal.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. From the gun, it's Jackson. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
In at quarterback.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running from the gun with Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Gun, Tannehill, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
At the Titans' 19-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun, being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
A quick toss out right, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Ravens.
Devin Duvernay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Ravens 17, Titans nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll run here with Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Andrews. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Corey Jackson on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill out to the right to Humphries. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
11 on the play. And
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 36. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. Third down here. Again, Tannehill. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Harold Landry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Steps away to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Mike 40.
Off play action, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
First down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Under 10, 10.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, here we go.
From the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure.
They got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the line a little bit.
Here's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Harold Landry getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Down and goal.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill, and this is incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But now it's 3rd and goal.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Tyus Bowser able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. he'll tuck it and run. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 from the 44.
To throw is Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown.
A.J. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more.
Quick slant to Brown.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. A.J. Brown, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Runaway and incomplete. It's second down and 10.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, second and 10.
Check girls, check girls, check girls. Where you? Right there, 54 Mike. Come on.
Throwing again, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans.
A fumble on the play.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
Well, partner, that's a model of efficiency right there. One play, one run, first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice the game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 26 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
First down, Tennessee.
On first down, Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is caught at the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 37 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
The kicker on for the
yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
24.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
At the 18-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop